We have another great interview for you guys today on the Young Turks. Robbie Conal, legendary street artist, joins us today. I want to talk to him about his life, his politics, his work, and of course his work has been featured in CBS This Morning, Charlie Rose, Time, Newsweek, New York Times, LA Times, Washington Post, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and in several movies as well. And I want to show you some pieces of his work so you know who he is, because I think most of you have seen at least some of this work. I know I have. We're going to talk, that's President Obama. Obviously, we'll talk about him a little bit later, Robbie, and your thoughts on him. And that's old orange-tanned John Boehner.
We call him Boner, actually. But yeah, his tan is slipping there. That's an improvement that my 17-year-old intern, Hugh Salk, did, helping me out a little bit with my critique.
You know, that's actually, that's powerful in a lot of ways. Because
I hope so.
Because it's his facade slipping. I get it. I'm seeing you, Robbie.
Yeah,
I'm seeing
sharp
you.
guy.
Okay, and then we've got the squid here with the banker's Lord
it's
blank
an
fine.
octopus.
Oh, it's an octopus.
Sorry,
my bad.
well, 1 out of 2.
Okay, not bad. Yeah, and then we have George W. Bush here. Mm-hmm. There's something curious about this. His mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
What does it look? What do we got?
I'd say an anus. Probably defecates.
So we're going for a bit of an anus there.
I think he was one.
Okay, so you're very clear on that. So we're not.
I kind of got the drift after 8 years.
Okay, all right. Of course, Robbie's got a bunch of books too. Art Attack, The Midnight Politics of a Guerrilla Artist, Art Burn, and Not Your Typical Political Animal. That's there as well. There you go.
That's me, the furry one. I've gone over to the fuzzy side.
So, Robbie, I want to ask you about how you got started and your family life, your politics, etc. But let me start with the standard questions. Why street art?
If your tools are a paintbrush, paint and a canvas, and you don't have the money to buy advertising, and this is before the internet, in the Stone Age, and even with the internet, somebody has to find your site, whatever. So to participate, my idea was to participate in the national dialogue about national issues, and you can't do that just making pictures and once a year putting them up in a nice, clean, well-lighted space, back to the wall, shaking heads, hi, thank you very much. Having a show a year in an art gallery, not exactly the largest arena of reception for public issues if you want to reach the public.
So that's interesting. So I do a talk show, you do street art, right? And
I'll trade.
Okay.
Graffiti street art is unstoppable, because it's authentic and because they found there is a way to monetize it. Like if you're putting up a piece on the street, I don't do that. I do my art, go get posters made, then go. It's like I don't stand there and. I mean, I'm just as much of a vandal as anybody else, but do it a different way. Right. But one of the problems with great graffiti pieces is it's on a building. Like, how are you going to sell that? How are you going to monetize that? Well, the fashion industry.
Did you ever wind up going to jail, by the way?
Yeah. I mean, they take you right to jail because it was Washington for Jesus annual convention, so we wanted to go. District cops stopped us. Now I'm in a car, rent a car. And there's posters all over the place. I got some people with me, and glue everywhere. And they stopped and said, "You're the guy. So you're the guys putting up those Jim and Tammy things, huh?" So yes. What are you gonna say? Be polite.
Right.
They said, "Can we have 2 for the station house with no glue?"
Oh, that's hilarious.
I said, great. So then I went right to a bar after that, just to calm down. And then we went out again. And got stopped by Federal Park Police. Zip. Nothing, nada, niente. Take them all down and come with us. The Rampart scandal, I did a poster. It was the slickest poster I ever did, man. It was like all computer graphic stuff. I can't do that stuff, but my 20-year-old students like, come here, can you do painter? Blah, 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 Great, okay, man. I got this, LAPD badge, don't ask. I got it. Let's morph it into a skull. Let's take a couple of police batons, cross them and set them on fire. Because they're toxic. Disbelief. And it was like super duper graphics and stuff. didn't even look like my work, which I was very proud of. And everybody else was relieved, you know, like, thank you. And we put it up like all over, and there was only one place that would sell my posters retail, Midnight Special Bookstore in Santa Monica at the time. And the woman who ran it, bless her soul, Margie, calls me up and says, Robbie, I got a guy here, he wants to buy 100 posters. That's a lot for us. Do you have 100? Yes. I could line my crypt with the posters that I have. You know, he's got cash. And his name is Chavez. I said, oh, and I'm going, oh, Chavez, he's probably, you know, who knows, maybe he's related to Cesar Chavez, a progressive guy, you know, he's probably into something really interesting, you know, like ask him where he's from. He said, Rampart Station. The guys loved it. All the guys gave him money, every Rampart guy gave him money because they wanted one because it made them look bad.
That's that's what I figured. That's amazing.
See,
Hey, we're badass.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
I didn't figure it. You figured. I should have had you there, man. LA has the least cops per capita of any big city in the United States. That's crazy.
Yeah,
They're all
that is
overworked, man. You know, like I know them from the street. You know, like midnight, 2 in the morning. Oh, hi.
Right.
You know, like sorry. You know, like, you know, just trying to express myself in public about issues and it's a minor, what I do is a minor form of civil disobedience, and I have a lot of wonderful people, volunteers who help me. It's not like I just go out myself, and part of it, that organizing thing that my parents did. I mean, the best thing for me, the only time that anarchism actually works in my life is when we get together at Cantor's Deli and get all these wonderful people all excited about doing a little mischief about something they care about, you know. And
So how about advice for young guys coming up that want to do street art? What would you tell them?
make something that you can actually get done.
Robbie,
All
great
right,
to
thanks.
have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.